John, if you have any breath left. There's something significant about that piece of music for horns, and it's in G. Can you just tell those who are watching how many sharps you're playing with?
Yeah, so there's meant to be 5 sharps. I'm not sure we got all of them, but yes, it's meant to be 5 sharps.
And can you name them?
F, C, G, D, and A.
And A is always A, and A sharp.
Bizarre.
Yeah, with accidentals.
I'm sure there's a better way of writing that, but...
Now, for those of you who are watching, there's another... How many bars before that? We played like 2/3 of it, or a half of it. Exciting to play, do you think?
Yeah, brilliant piece of music. So, you mentioned the tone poem before, having this story. So most Salvation Army music is very much based on tunes and the association with the words, but to have something which really tells a story, and I think if you heard the whole piece, which we haven't today, but if you heard the whole piece, you see how this develops with the tension between being the salt in the world and actually coming to that point of finding your place in the world. And when we got to that last section, you have that lovely phrase, I'll be the light. I'll be the light. And it just all comes together, and it's just a real joyous moment at the end of the piece.
And for the band, a really good fun, well, not fun piece, a really a serious piece.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
Piece,
yeah. Well, perhaps more deep than training piece, but it's certainly something that I think we've all enjoyed playing. Yeah?
It's a cracking piece of music. It needs a bit of work for our band to play.
Yeah.
But just an insight for everyone of the quality of music that's about amongst this group, for sure.
Good. Thank you very much indeed. And we move on to our 6th piece of music, which is In Me by Dan Elson. Are you going to introduce this, or are we going to give the microphone to, or should we just play it? He did. We're going to play it. So this is by Dan Elson, and it's entitled In Me. I'm talking to Andrew Collier, our principal cornetist and bandmaster of the choir at Oakengates in the West Midlands division, or wherever they call it, yeah?
Yep, West Midlands.
There's quite a lot of work for you to do in that.
There is, yep.
So I suppose if anybody's playing it, they need to be able to play it almost as well as you did.
Yeah, or better. Better would be good.
Or better. For those of you who are watching, that starts on an F sharp, a high F sharp, which is unusual.
Yes.
To start a piece of music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quite difficult to pitch.
Difficult to pitch, yes. That's why I didn't play it. I thought I'll leave it to you.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that piece?
Yeah, it's great. Lots of great mixture of a modern worship tune written by John and Nat Hanchett, who have a long association with Salvation Brass.
Okay, yeah.
And Yvonne Field's Christ in Me.
Yeah.
Great mixture with some crunchy chords underneath there.
Crunchy, yes. I was saying if that was a chocolate bar, it would be
definitely crunchy.
Definitely a crunchy. So we thank whoever wrote that piece of music,
Dan Elson.
Which was Dan. Dan, if you're watching, I hope you enjoyed that and the crunchy chords. We enjoyed playing that because it's quite interesting. It's quite difficult sometimes to play, quiet music well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think hopefully we did it justice anyway.
I think so. It's good to have a bit of challenge in there as well.
Good,
good. The quiet pieces.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed, Andrew. And to a penultimate piece of music, we have the composer who's going to come and join me, all the way from Cannock. All the way from Cannock.
In the West Midlands.
David lives in Cannock. I was brought up in Hensford, which was about 2 miles away. 2 different corps, but a lot to do with each other, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, this is a special story about how you came to write this.
Yeah, so I'm very lucky to have grandkids. I've got 2 beautiful grandkids. And I think when you think of the word love, you think of, we have some love in the band, don't we? We have some love in the band. You have siblings, you have your parents that you love. I have kids that I love dearly. But at the point where you become a grandparent, now that's love.
Yeah.
I feel even emotional just talking.
Yeah.
The love that you have for your grandparents is very special. For your grandkids is very special. And Grace was born, and we obviously were going to have the christening, the dedication. And my son was the deputy bandmaster, so I was asked to write a piece for that. And at that point where you want to write music, you're after some inspiration. And that thought of love, maybe with a question mark. We talked about that before, didn't we?
Yeah.
What love? Maybe with a question mark. What love? Well, I guess when I'm thinking to myself, well, what piece can I write, and what love? And love was the kind of theme. Then straight away came the beautiful song from Graham Kendrick, which is Amazing Love. It's just tremendous words. Yeah. And of course, however much I feel for my grandkids and the love and the powerful love that you have, there's a different love, isn't there? That God gave his only son. And I challenge anybody listening to this, just look at those words. Particularly in the second verse, where you're starting to question, there's a bit of a minor key there. But bringing it into the chorus, it changes back into a major key. What a celebration. And that last verse, wow, it's a real celebration. Yeah. And what was interesting, we talked about this before, didn't we? Dean's given it a title, and we didn't know, and I didn't know, and he's called it a prelude.
Okay. So a prelude to this amazing love that God has for all of us, I guess, and especially for you as a granddad, for your grandkids. So here is What Love by Dave Elliott. was like, but what did you think of that?
I think Dave wanted to bribe me earlier to say lovely things. But
Okay.
To be honest, he didn't have to. One of the things I like about playing in this group is you get to play all kinds of music, and one of the things I loved in that piece was the variety. I think my favourite bit is the words he's put on it. So the first bit, he says warmly, and the next bit, he says solemnly. And finally, it says exciting. And I think it really reflects what it's like as a musician and as a Christian. You have moments of quiet prayer time and other times just sheer joy. And that's what I got from it.
And I guess with the dedication, it would have been that. Moments of prayer and thanksgiving, but also of celebration. So we thank David for that. We're just going to have a short break. We'll be back with you right in about 2 minutes. Thank you for staying with us. There's been a little technical hitch, and so you've missed a bit of the introductions about Salvation Brass, but basically we've been meeting together all afternoon and early evening to rehearse 8 brand new pieces of music that nobody's ever heard before. In fact, none of us had ever played the music before, and all the pieces have been written by members of this band. We're going to go then back to our very first piece, which is written by Ian Sturgeon, who's the bandmaster of the Dis Corps in, is it Suffolk or Norfolk?
Very in Norfolk.
Very
in Norfolk.
Very
Only by a few yards, but
yes,
very in Norfolk.
I thought I'd get into trouble. So just tell us a bit about this particular piece that you've written, based on a well-known tune.
Yeah, based on the tune of Slain, so Be There My Vision. Started writing this the start of December. I was bored, and so I thought after the last piece I wrote was 30 years ago. So I thought time to start again. It's always one of my favourite tunes, used a lot in the military. It was our regimental collect, and the words are really applicable. So I just thought, given that I'm trying to start again with composing and looking at music in general, Vision was a good title to start with.
Good. So here we have the first performance of Vision. for that piece of music. The idea of the day really is to encourage new composers, hence the Manuscript Day. And here is Rob, who himself is a fine musician, bandmaster here at the Corps at Staines, and playing percussion with the Coldstream Guards. I know that you move. It was just an interesting percussion piece, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was exciting. Lots of bits to play. Castanets, not many Salvation Army bands have that, so you've got to improvise a little bit sometimes.
And how did
Good
you improvise with the castanets? And
I was hitting a hi-hat. Anything though, hi-hat, table.
Anything will do.
Yeah.
Trombone players.
I'll try
heads.
not to look at them. To be honest.
But an exciting piece, and Ian, if Ian hasn't composed for 30 years, that's a pretty good comeback.
Yeah, it's really good.
I would say.
I wouldn't be able to do it. So.
No. It was the sort of comeback that Manchester United could have done with on Sunday afternoon. But no mind.
Thanks,
anyway, so thank you for that one. Now, my All I Give, a piece of music by Isaac Shaw, who's not able to be with us. So, Dean, just introduce us if you don't mind.
Happy to, yeah. So, Isaac's been working really hard, working hard on his craft. None of us have perfected writing yet. But anyway, he's doing really well with his writing skills. And so it's been excellent to receive another manuscript from Isaac. So he's used 3 tunes here. And, it's strung together really well. I hope you're going to find something really appealing about this music. I guess the song that will really hit is Bill Himes' All That I Am. So, and some really, really lovely music in here. So I hope we can do it justice for Isaac. Hopefully everything technically is okay and we're online and all is good in the world. Right, here we go. Let's go for it.
Isaac. I've come round the to the bass section. To the bass section. Now, Adi, you're a member of the International Staff Band. You play manuscript music. How often during rehearsals?
Most weeks we're playing music that's been put forward to be recorded for music editorial to possibly be published.
Yeah. So I would imagine that a bit like us, the staff band would have looked at that and would have played it, and immediately it would have had an impact with the players.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. Using 3 choruses, lovely tunes, well known within the Salvation Army. So the context of the piece would resonate, I guess, with your core band at Cardiff, Canton.
Oh, exactly, and you know, it's got a message, hasn't it? You know, that's what we're all about.
Yeah, yeah. And you've enjoyed playing it?
Yes, very much.
Good. As has your colleagues on the bass section.
Yes, that lead me astray all the time.
That lead you astray. Thank you, Adi. So, for our next piece of music, we're going to turn to the composer who has probably travelled the furthest today, Jean, who is the bandmaster at
Hull Citadel.
Hull.
In the Yorkshire. Hull, Kingston upon Hull.
Kingston upon Hull.
Hull.
Yes. And tell us something about 2 years ago about the city. It was the city of
culture.
Of culture. Did anybody know that? Yes, Hull. Yeah. And you sort of lead the band at Hull. You're not the bandmaster, but you sort of lead the band. Yes. So tell us the inspiration about this piece of music called Scatter the Sunshine.
Yeah, this piece of music comes from the gospel in Matthew 5:16, where Jesus said we are the light. Yeah. And the light that we need to do good deeds so we can pray the name of the Lord can be praised. Yeah. So the idea is we congregate on Sunday. We all meet together to worship God, but we scatter the sunshine. We take it to our community, to the people around us. Yeah. So we've got that tune coming in. Jesus wants me to be the sunbeam.
A sunbeam.
Yes.
A very old chorus.
Yes.
Good. Well, thank you for this. And here is Scatter the Sunshine. Thank you, Jean. Did you enjoy playing that choral?
I did very much.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
What was the baritone part like?
It was no, the baritone part was very good. I need a little more rehearsing, little more rehearsal, and also I might have mimed a bit in the syncopated area. You did as well. Excellent. So, but no, it was a very good one, and my foot was tapping, and good old. I can just imagine. Sorry, I'm carry on talking. I'm not letting you ask me a question. I can just imagine playing in a corps, and you can hear all the ladies sing, "Sunbeam." I'm not going to sing it, but anyway. And so, yes,
yeah,
I
good.
think it's a jolly piece.
A jolly piece.
Well done,
thank you for
Sean.
scattering the sunshine, and thank you for a little vocal solo. That might be going on the repertoire in the next time we meet. Well, it's been a great time. So we're coming to thank you for watching wherever you have been in the world or in England. Thank you for watching, and we're going to go out by playing just a little part of a piece of music entitled Victory Secure. Is it bar 44? God bless you.